Have you ever finally had a moment to relax? No deadlines, no responsibilities, nothing urgent, and instead of feeling good, you feel guilty, like you're doing something wrong. You check your phone, put it down, pick it up again, and there's this quiet voice in your head saying, "You shouldn't be doing this. You're wasting time." But here's the confusing part. There's nothing you need to do. So why does doing nothing feel so uncomfortable? And why does relaxing feel like a mistake? At some point in your life, you learned a rule you never consciously chose. My value depends on what I produce, not who you are, but what you do. As a kid, you were praised for finishing things, for being productive, for achieving more. And when you did nothing, don't be lazy. Go do something useful. So your brain made a simple connection. Doing equals good. Resting equals bad. And now, even when no one is watching, you're judging yourself. That's why you can be alone in your room, doing absolutely nothing, and still feel like you're being watched. There's also a biological reason behind this. Your brain wasn't built for modern comfort. Thousands of years ago, doing nothing could be dangerous. So your brain evolved to stay active, to stay alert, to stay ready. But today, you're safe. You've done your tasks. You finally have time to rest. And yet, when you sit down to relax, your brain sends a signal. Something's off. We should be doing something. That uncomfortable feeling in your chest, it's not laziness. It's your brain trying to protect you in a world where that protection is no longer needed. Now let's zoom out, because this isn't just about your brain. It's about the world you live in. We're constantly surrounded by messages like, stay busy, hustle harder, use every second. And social media makes it even worse. You see people working, building, improving, and suddenly, resting feels like falling behind. So you stay busy, not because you have to, but because it feels safer. Here's the trap. Busyness gives you a sense of control. Rest forces you to face your thoughts. And sometimes, that's the real reason we avoid it. Because when everything gets quiet, your thoughts get louder. For many people, rest isn't just boring, it's uncomfortable. Because when you stop, you start noticing things like, am I doing enough? Am I falling behind? So instead of truly resting, you distract yourself, scrolling, watching, checking, not because you want to, but because silence feels heavier. That's why even when you try to relax, you don't actually feel relaxed. You're resting physically, but mentally still running. And here's the problem. Not resting has consequences. Your focus gets weaker, your decisions get worse, your creativity drops, and slowly you start thinking this is normal. But it's not. It's what happens when your brain never gets the chance to reset. So the guilt you feel when resting is actually pushing you toward burnout. So how do you fix this? Not by forcing yourself to relax harder, but by changing how you see rest. Rest is not a reward. It's a requirement. When you choose to rest, your brain stops seeing it as a mistake. And that guilty voice, you don't have to fight it. Just don't follow it. Next time you feel guilty for doing nothing, pause and ask yourself, is this wrong or just unfamiliar? If this felt familiar, you're not alone. Drop a comment below. When was the last time you truly relaxed without guilt? And don't forget to subscribe.